Well, I'm back in the kitchen, and I am, this is, it's Sunday, and I'm serving my family. The biggest thing that I can do that is really helpful is to cook. So I'm doing all these conventional meals, but actually trying to keep them as healthy as possible. So I'm just going to share with you my cabbage rolls. We're doing cabbage rolls tonight. So what we have is some organic ground chicken, and I'm dicing up some onion, and I'm going to dice up some organic garlic. I'm getting the instant rice. I made it brown to make it healthier. And then I'm taking cabbage leaves, and we're going to just simply put them in some heated water to get those cooked. See the big, I buy a big cabbage like this. So the leaves are going to be perfect for rolling. What I do is I parboil the cabbage leaves. And some of the leaves are going to be ripped, so don't worry about it. And I actually added more chicken to the I'm not going to show my brother, but there's his feet. That's who I'm cooking for, is my brother. And he's giving me instructions. He says you're going to need more chicken than this. He says that's not going to feed anybody. I'm not used to cooking for a lot of people, just myself. So, but this is family style. So it's going to be 2 pounds of whatever meat you want, and I'm using that organic chicken, and it's going to be like 4 cups of rice. I use brown to keep it healthier, and the diced onions and garlic. And then while I'm doing this, he's going to be working on the kitchen. See? Now here comes the part that kills me, because I have to use canned, store-bought tomatoes, and you know how I used to can all my own from my own garden. So this is really hard to use store-bought, but many of you are in the same boat. Once you fry up your meat with all that good stuff, you're going to add stewed sliced tomatoes. And you're also going to add some tomato sauce. You're going to have to just follow the recipe. But unfortunately, these are not from my pantry. But that's okay. Many of you are in the same boat. So just try to make it as healthy as possible. And remember that tomatoes, man, you really should be buying tomatoes that are canned, that are organic, because non-organic tomatoes are really not good for you. I'm sorry. You're going to take your rice and you're going to mix it in the pan with your crushed tomatoes and some of the sauce. And then I add a little bit of my my own flavoring. Some of these recipes are so bland. But my brother's funny, because he found my sponge and he said it didn't look very good, so he threw it in the garbage can. There's my sponge. He says, you can't use that sponge. It's unsanitary. Y'all know my weakness is sanitation, right? It's okay. I try to keep everything very clean when I cook. No cross-contamination. But when I wash the dishes, I don't do the very best job. But okay. And then we're going to put some sauce in our pan, like that. And we're going to start rolling our cabbage leaves, but we got to mix that up over there first, okay? See, that looks good, doesn't it? And then after you roll them, and even if you have ripped leaves, don't worry about the ripped leaves. You just make it work. And then you put the crushed tomatoes on it, and then I pour a little bit more of the sauce over it. It's going to be good. For a cooked meal, this is pretty darn healthy. And then, of course, you can add your own little flair to it. I love adding cayenne pepper. I didn't add the cayenne pepper to this recipe, but I love adding heat. I love adding my even my celery that I get out of the garden that's dried. I love really fresh ingredients. But this is pretty darn good. So we're going to pop this in the oven and bake it. I think it's going to bake for about 70 minutes, but keep checking on it. So my brother was making fun of me because my tummy's hurting, and you know that my back hurts, and I guess I make a lot of noise. I'm beginning to realize I make a lot of noise, like my dad, and he's like, oh, and I looked at him and he's like, that's how you sound. Oh, he says, well, maybe you're pregnant. And I said, well, that would be immaculate conception. He says, well, you could be Mary. You never know. But I do make a lot of noise. I just do. I guess I make a lot of noise when I start hurting. So, but everything's in the oven, and we'll come back. This is like an exciting recipe. Every night I'm baking, cooking. I like it. I like serving. It's fun. This is Elvis in Korea. So my brother's showing me shuffle dancing. He's actually not doing shuffle dancing, but apparently supper's done. I missed it. He sent me a message, and he said supper's done. So I just want to show you what it looks like. It's right there. But no, look at how beautiful it turned out. My mom said it was awesome. She loved it, loved it, loved it. So there you go. You got a meal for your family. It's a Simply Starry meal. Plus we're ending it with shuffle dancing to Elvis. I don't know how to do it. And then I'm back on the floor. That's my spot right there.